So I wanted to make a video because I have a year membership and I'm doing some of the new content, some of the other content. This isn't a fresh account, but maybe I should introduce myself first. My name is Eric and I love RuneScape. I love it so much. This isn't my first account and this might not be my last one, but it is the one I'm going to be playing for a year. So because I got membership on it. And I wanted to post some videos on YouTube. Maybe anybody out there is interested, you're interested. And also just have discussions about updates, news, and things in the game. Anything RuneScape, specifically, mainly old school related. So I hope you enjoy. And yeah, let's just get into it. Yeah, I'm like really enjoying this. I think the goal right now is to make enough money to buy Iban's Enchanted, which is 200k. I'm not entirely sure if I want to still do that because there was a major combat update, and feel free to let me know your thoughts. But essentially what they did is they changed how combat works in RuneScape. It's called this Project Rebalance. It's for old school RuneScape. I'm going to go over it very quickly, but if you're interested, feel free to click the link in the description down below. But it essentially just talks about like what they're planning to do with RuneScape, and they did something with magic, which is elemental weakness. Now in RuneScape, you have monsters that are like fire giants, ice fiend. You have like different like attributes, you know. But the fire giant wasn't weak to water magic spells. And neither was the Fire Fiend weak to fire spells. So they were like, you know what, let's make it make sense. Let's fix it. But essentially they just changed all the monsters. And the ones most notably are the dragons. They're weak to water. And previously, the water spells in RuneScape, let's say for example, we got like a Water Strike. A level 5 spell would hit like 4 damage. Now that's not a lot of damage. But what they ended up doing is making Water Strike scale, the damage scale with your level up to the maximum of like 13 or the corresponding attribute or spell type. So in this case, it would be like Strike. You got Water Strike, which used to do 4 damage. Now it does the same damage as Fire Strike if you're level 13 magic, which is like Fire Strike does like 9 damage, I think. But they also added something. So if you're like fighting fire giants and you use Water Strike, or you're fighting dragons and you use a water spell, it does 50% more damage. So now Water Strike, a level 5 spell, does like 13 damage or 14 damage. It's like, it does a lot of damage. It's insane. And I like that a lot. I think it's heckin' sick. I love this change. So many changes. They also did changes to range. I haven't tested that out yet. And changes to melee, but they haven't really like fully fleshed it out. Magic is like what they really like got down. My only complaint I can think of is that it doesn't really affect early game. It's mainly like late game stuff. Like if we look at the list of the monsters that are included, we got what is that, level 100, level 100, level 90, level 50 right there, level 50 skeleton. Nobody cares about that. Zora's like level like 500, 300, I don't know, he's high. It's like late game stuff. Oh, I gotta get out of his house. Is it gonna capture you? No! But yeah, it's kind of something new for me, and it's gonna be new for a lot of players. In fact, I met a guy, and I don't have a clip of it, but I was at Water Dragons, or excuse me, I was at Blue Dragons using water spells, and I met this guy who was using water spells too, and he was talking to me about the update, and he was saying how, oh, this has changed the game completely and all that, and I was just thinking, and I even said, like, I thought it only changed like the rate at which you kill monsters. It didn't really change too much. It just like increased DPS, which isn't bad because it only increases DPS if you're using the corresponding correct spell. If you're not, then the DPS is kind of similar. I mean, I guess you increased the base damage of Wind Strike, which is one of the most basic spells, to like a 9 or 8 or something, which is, I mean, can be game breaking, but I don't think it's that big of a deal, honestly. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts. What do you think of the combat change? Do you disagree? Do you like it? Do you hate it? I could only think of the one update in RuneScape that I hated, and this is very controversial, was the Grand Exchange. I hated that update. Main reason I hated it was because I personally felt like I was a trader. I would stand in banks and say, bank sale, selling herbs, selling random stuff. I use this one website, I forgot what it was called, but you could like you could post your items there, and then people would message you in game and they say, hey, meet up on this world, I need this thing. It was kind of like the GE back in the day. I love that. I loved being a trader. I loved like the option to trade people, you know. That was like a real thing. Like, hey, you need a rune mace for whatever reason, I got you, I have it. They don't have that anymore. So yeah, GE, I feel like the Grand Exchange, where you can just buy anything you want instantly, it's kind of like what ruined the game for me. That didn't ruin the game. Sorry, that's incorrect. It didn't ruin the game, it just changed the game into a way that I didn't really like. But besides that, I think the combat update's actually pretty sick. And I like this new region, varlamore, is really, really cool. I want to test out like everything that's here. I need to do a couple quests, which is what I'm going to be doing videos on, just quests. I know I'm yapping a lot. I just have a lot of things on my mind, and I wanted to share them. So yeah, maybe I shouldn't make the video too long. So I'll cut it short here. If you liked the video, feel free to leave a like. Let me know in the comments like what you think, honestly, and subscribe if you like RuneScape stuff and you want to see more of it, because I'm going to be posting. I have a year membership, and I'm going to be playing off and on, posting videos on here and that. I'm an Ironman. This isn't a main account. I have a main account, but I'm not a big fan of the Grand Exchange. You can just buy whatever you want. I do like the experience of Ironman because you kind of have to get it yourself. Yeah, I know I'm a group Ironman, you know, like a group. You know, you can trade stuff with your teammates. My teammates don't play the game, bro. My teammates haven't played the game in like a year. I have 3 other teammates. I can show it off real quick. We're in this clan called Them Gods. It's kind of silly, but yeah, we're in this clan, and they don't play the game. Group Ironman Kibbles, Group Ironman Major T-Mac, they don't play the game, bro. So it's just me, pretty much solo Ironman. The only good thing I can say, or I guess the only thing that is a benefit to me, is that Group Ironman Kibbles, G-I-M Kibbles, he left me a Tome of Fire, which is awesome, because I am level 95 Winter Todd, or level 95 Fire Making from Winter Todd, and I never got the Tome. So that's going to come in handy in future content. Regardless, next video will just be a montage of what I'm doing in the game. This one's just me yapping. We'll call this episode 0. This is the epilogue, or the prologue, I should call it. Excuse me, it's not the end. And yeah, I just wanted to say I love you, YouTube, and thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I just hope you're having a great day or night. My name is Renta Eric, and maybe I'll catch you next time. Later.